Good afternoon, everybody. Big Mike back here with you once again. And today I'm going to bring you my predictions for two nights. That's right, Friday night, we get an extra, little bit of extra wrestling to go along with SmackDown and Rampage, as we have Impact Wrestling's Victory Road, as we are on the road to Bound for Glory, which is coming up super soon. I can't wait. This card looks absolutely stacked, and I cannot wait. So, let's get into the predictions. First off, we have a tag team match player. Sorry, my Teddy Long impression needs some work. As we have Honor No More's Vincent and PCO taking on the new Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champion #1 contenders, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns. They are going to challenge, for now, who knows what happens in the next couple of weeks. That is Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, who they beat the Good Brothers for, those titles. I think to keep their momentum, I think the Guns are going to win, but I think it's going to be a little screwy. I think with all the stuff going on between PCO and Honor No More, recently there was Heath had an open challenge for a street fight last night. It was answered by PCO, but Honor No More tried to stop him, but then PCO went and did it anyway. So I think PCO is going to leave Vincent hanging, and that's going to lead to a Motor City Machine Guns win. Which, I mean, that's going to be kind of interesting. That's going to lean PCO to be a little bit more babyface. So I think that could be interesting. Next up, we have relative newcomer Killer Kelly. Yes, that is her name. Taking on former Knockouts Women's Champion, Tasha Steelz. I feel like Steelz has kind of slid down the card a little bit too much for an ex-champion, but this is a pretty high-profile match for her, considering this is Killer Kelly's first Impact pay-per-view singles match. I believe she had a tag team match not too long ago. I think she was in the tournament to crown the new Knockouts Tag Team Champions, I believe. Yeah, that sounds right. But this is going to be Killer Kelly's show, and Killer Kelly's going to tap her out. Next up, we have the Last Rodeo match with Mickie James putting her career on the line. Yes, she has promised if next time she loses, she's going to retire for good. But if she continues winning, she is going to go after the Knockouts title. Which, I'm down with this story. This is an interesting story. It kind of reminds me of the Ric Flair retirement angle, where if he lost a match, he would retire, which he eventually did to Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. Either that was 25 or 26. I cannot remember. But the I'm Sorry, I Love You super kick 1, 2, 3. Now, obviously, she's going to take on relative newcomer Giselle Shaw, who was part of The Influence, and The Influence aren't a thing anymore, considering both are gone. So I believe this is going to be a Mickie James win. I don't think we have her lose just yet. Next up, we have a trios match. I'm going to keep calling six-man tags trios matches. It's just easier for me. As we have Heath, Rich Swann, and the Impact World Champion, Josh Alexander, taking on Honor No More members Eddie Edwards, who is the #1 contender for Bound for Glory, which that's going to be a fun match, and the Impact Tag Team Champions, Matt Taven Mike Bennett. Heath has kind of been a really good Honor No More hunter. Sorry, Kaz. He's been jumping them every chance they get. He had that street fight with PCO the other night. And now he is kind of in a team aspect, which, he had his team with Rhino. Get well soon, Rhino. We missed you. But I think his loner attitude now is going to cost this team. And I do believe Honor No More is going to get the win here, to make up for the blunders of PCO and Vincent earlier. Next up, we have an intergender triple threat revolver match. Now, from what I remember, there's only been like a handful of these, or even less than a handful of these. You have a triple threat, but it's multiple other competitors. Now, I don't quite remember if it's like a tag, where the other opponents are outside the ring, so if you feel like tagging out, you can. Or if it's like lucha rules, where you roll under the ring and you get replaced by the dude on replacement on the outside. And the winner here gets a shot at the X Division title at Bound for Glory, which, that sounds like fun. And we have a little bit of an international, multi-promotional flair for it, as we have Alex Zane representing New Japan Pro Wrestling. Black Taurus, technically representing AAA, but he's also in Decay. So, you got AEW, Frankie Kazarian, former X Division champion, and tag team champion too. Kenny King of Honor No More. Laredo Kid of AAA, who has been kind of a mainstay with Impact. Mia Yim, who has her issues with Kenny King. So we're going to see them get their hands on each other. And New Japan dojo student, or should I say former student, maybe? I think he graduated recently. He's on excursion. It's Yuya Uemura. He did make his debut before the last pay-per-view. I don't think he was on the last one. At least I don't think. No, he came in between. That's right. I remember the vignettes for him. This is a tough one to call, because... Oh, and Trey Miguel's in there, too. Sorry, Trey. I love you, dude. Who would be the most interesting to take on the champ? Well, Kenny King does have a history, considering he did technically beat Mike Bailey for the title recently, although that was reversed due to referee's discretion. I think I'm gonna go Yuya Uemura, because I think a match like that could be excellent. Now, speaking of the X Division Championship, Mike Bailey is going to be defending against a bit of a wild card, someone I did not see coming to Impact, even if it's just for a one-off. It's former Ring of Honor booker and really mainstay, Delirious. Now, Delirious is a masked superstar. He wrestles in bare feet, which is crazy. And he kind of speaks his own language. Like, look him up. He's Delirious. Like I said, this is probably just going to be a one-off, but I do think Mike Bailey is going to get the win here and retain his title. Next up, Knockouts champion Jordynne Grace, no title on the line, gets put in a pick your poison match with her opponent first, Bound for Glory, Masha Slamovich, who chose a very imposing, challenger, Max the Impaler. I did not see her coming. She's been doing great stuff in them are doing some great stuff in Japan. They've been in the NWA for a little bit. I think this is going to be a killer match. This could be match of the night. And as much as I want Max to get a really solid win, I think Jordynne Grace gets the win, and then we have a face-off between her and Slamovich. And finalamo in our main event. That's right, no titles on the line, as it's a three-way barbed wire massacre. Now, basically, it's no DQ. I think the ring ropes are going to be replaced by barbed wire. And, they're going to take out the barbed wire boards, barbed wire covered baseball bats. It's going to be crazy. Combatants, you have Moose, Sami Callihan, and Steve Maclin. All three of them have been really booked really well as of late. Even though Moose has lost to Sami Callihan lately. I feel like all three of these guys have been booked really well. And I think I'm going to go out a little on left field here. And I think I'm going to go with Steve Maclin. I think he needs this win more than anyone. And maybe he has something fun for him at Bound for Glory. Alright, and that is it for me. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let's share this all over the internet and spread the love for another great pro wrestling product. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Peace.